Okay.
It is.
So, the motion is that you'll contact Ryan's, we'll sit down and have a meeting with them, just to reaffirm that we don't want the debris blown back into the yards. We want the yards, we're paying to make them look nice, let's keep them looking nice. They're doing a good job cutting,
Yeah.
and let's make the neighborhood look nice. Maybe one of these days we'll get rid of all the oak trees, I didn't say that. So, any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, unanimous. Okay, we're moving right along. We've been into this an hour. It takes me 4 hours for every hour of video to upload. We have 3 committees. Social committee. Actually, where's my little notepad? Pam Lewin, I spoke to her this morning. She's gone now.
She just
Pam has offered to be part of the social committee.
good person.
She spends a lot of time with the village
She's
sign
good.
decoration. She's part of the social committee. She delegates who's going to do the setup.
Well, when the
I will.
when this village came about, her, Walter, and Pat Straker.
Pat Straker.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah, they did. We'll find other people as we go along, but that, Pam has offered to be the social director.
Good.
Okay.
I nominate her.
I'll help her.
Okay, good. And Jenny Front.
I nominate her too.
She can be in charge, but I'll help her.
Okay.
Because you guys still go back and forth, right? You're
Yes.
not living here permanently, so when she's not around, I can pick up the...
You can take it up in 4 months.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Like I said, I spoke to Leon and Kathy. Their health is preventing them, but they said they can be active as far as trying to set up something off-site or even on-site. They just can't be physically active into it. They can make phone calls. Okay. In grounds committee, Walt Vasil offered up his name, and he's the only one that I have so far.
I'll offer mine.
Okay, Frank Couch
I'll offer mine.
and Dennis.
Hey,
Oh, we're covered now, we're good.
yeah,
Yes, we are.
need a Dennis on there.
And I you know something really helps me when they're blowing grass. I clean my rifle in the garage. It's amazing how well it worked. Oh, we don't want to go up there.
Want to make someone the point contact or of the 3?
Yeah, actually, if we do, Dennis, would you take it up as the point person? Only reason I'm selecting Dennis because Dennis was in the business. He has worked commercially, so that's why I'm going with Dennis.
Just
on
look at
this.
his place, that's all.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
Don't think
And
it's
Pam
like
will
a
be the lead
picture.
now. And then ACC, Barbara Buccino.
Did you have anybody else?
I'm going to talk to Mike Hopseel,
Okay.
and he'll probably do that, provided it doesn't interfere with his golf game, which he doesn't have one.
If you want to throw another name on that board, I'll go in there.
And
Yeah.
okay.
If you need somebody else.
Walt Lewin. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Good.
And if Barbara would like to remain the lead on this,
It's up to her. Whatever she wants to do.
you don't put your foot down in your family.
No. No. Can't you tell I like to eat?
Okay. All right. So we have the committees formed up now. Do you have all the names? Okay.
That's good.
Village council attendee?
Yes. Jenny Frun has volunteered to be the village council attendee. I'll be the alternate if she can't make it. The only reason I try and stay out of the village council is because of my association with the main board. Even though Randy Doolittle, the president, is the president of his village also, it creates conflict in there. It looks like somebody's trying to push an agenda through. And that's why I don't attend a lot of those meetings. Or if I do, I attend it from the background and only participate if I'm asked a direct question.
I'm sorry, I think I'm the only one asking questions. The prior board used to have a person go to the village council
And that's what we just, I said,
That's
Jenny's
what they were
talk.
just talking about.
Is that what you, oh my
Yeah,
God.
Jenny's gonna do that.
It's okay, you had it on a moment.
I'm sorry, thank you.
Okay.
Because that's very interesting. You know,
And-
I read that, I read everything that's going on with
Well,
that.
we can all attend that, can't we?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what I
Yes.
thought.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
The council of villages is open to everybody. The presidents or the representatives for the village sit in that little circle.
Yeah,
A lot of times they may ask questions or they don't know, and you'll see people from CDD there, people from the main board are there. They'll ask questions and people don't know, and that's usually when you'll get interaction from the
you
audience,
get good information.
the people that do have information.
Second Thursday at 4.
Hmm?
Second Thursday at 4.
Yes, the next one is April the 14th, I believe.
The next what?
The next council of villages, and it starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Second
And
second Thursday at 4.
It's the day before our big party.
April
Right.
9th. April 9th.
Hey,
Get ready.
What time?
April 9th at 4.
Okay, that'll work.
okay,
Second,
I won't be
Thursday.
home all day.
okay. Yay!
Just one more thing with the last.
And then where do they meet? Up
Can we
here?
make a note for them to know which houses not to touch to cut the bushes, instead of putting blue tape on the lamppost? I mean, because
I
I don't
actually,
let them touch my shrubs and that, because they usually cut them terribly and that, and then if I'm not home and I don't catch them, they'll cut my bushes, and it's really,
just put the blue reflector on the back and then you never have to worry about trying to catch them.
where do you want
on the
it?
back of
Blue
your
reflector on
sign.
the back of your nameplate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Blue
that'll be
reflector
fine?
says don't touch anything of mine, and a
Okay,
yellow ribbon on a particular bush says don't touch this bush.
okay,
Okay,
that's fine.
all right,
And for some reason, that's become the universal.
yeah, because they're going through 74 homes in our village,
Yeah.
they go down through the list, say, oh, you can't touch this one, you can't touch this one. It's,
Take it on the
it's
wall.
not fair to them, so. You may wanna put a blue reflector in the back also,
Yeah.
because if they're in the front, if they're in the back coming along,
Yeah.
they don't know that the blue reflector's in the front, cause they can't see through the house. Okay. Anybody else have anything else?
About the village?
Yes?
Yeah, is there something we can do as far as, getting people to maybe clean their driveways, with pressure washing, or we
Yes.
get these mailboxes painted so everyone looks pretty nice or decent, and maybe have their lampposts painted? I think if you spend $3.50 for a can of spray paint, you can do your whole mailbox, the post, then your lamppost, and it kinda looks nice. Some of them look really ratty and that up and down the street. The driveways, and some of them are really filthy. I'm not saying about the rust, because you're not gonna get the rust off the driveways, and you're not gonna get it off the sidewalks anymore. It's sunk into the concrete, it's absorbed in there, it's not happening, but just the dirt. There's some driveways up our block
And
that look
black.
terrible.
This is more of an HP issue,
And
and we can notify
they
the,
just did an inspection.
of our
They
street.
They sent Dee out to do an inspection of your street, because she
Mhm.
called me afterwards and asked me about the iron stains.
Okay,
So I know that she was out inspecting for driveways and sidewalks and all that. I can check on my way out to see what else they were addressing, because usually they check lampposts, name post signs, mailboxes, driveways and sidewalks.
To be painted.
Yes.
Yeah, but obviously they're not doing really a good job, because
Well,
nobody
Well, their
paints
standard
them
isn't
or
as high as
They
yours.
just did that,
It's not a
no, they just did
standard,
the
I mean,
inspection
some
last
of
week.
these, you know,
Well,
I'm not saying a high standard, but some of them look terrible.
we've had a switch of personnel. The person that was here before, she was doing it's only one person, I think, that inspects all the different villages.
So it's basically Heritage Pines, it's not us.
Correct, it's an ACC for the main board issue.
Does anybody bother enforcing it, Bart?
Yes, they do. They do send out letters.
They were around, what's today, Thursday?
It was just last week.
Tuesday, I think they
Okay.
were around, making notes of each and every house.
Okay.
And keep in mind that once they make notes, it's just not an automatic letter. The ACC has to approve the letters. And then the letters go out and say, okay, we found that your mailbox needs to be painted, and they can contract with whoever. Some people do it the right way, some people do it the wrong way. I remember the guy next, where Bill bought his house. He was told to paint his lamp post, he did. The glass was painted, everything on there was painted. It was black, but it was painted, the glass was painted black and everything else, so. We'll see, we'll follow up on this, for the next meeting. And speaking of the next meeting, when do you think we need another meeting? I mean, the stuff we're dealing with right now is pretty small stuff. And we need to give these companies a chance, and we can give them a chance and then watch what the results are of what we're doing. I'd say that this is March.
2 months from now?
Yeah, we can do a follow-up in 2 months, and then we may even go into the quarter.
Yeah.
I think you should have a meeting every month.
Well, good, we'll see.
Until you guys get acclimated to what's going on in this.
All in favor of Matt's motion, raise your hand. Okay.
I think if we just keep after the people.
I think peer pressure.
We can do it.
Yeah, I don't see why you need a meeting every month.
No, we don't.
Is it understood we're gonna sit down with Ryan's prior to that to nip
Yes,
it right in
yes.
the bud, right? To have a meeting with them.
And also, we'll talk to,
Introduce them to who,
Matt's
where you
gotta
guys
get out once in a while,
are,
right, Matt?
get their contact
You're
books
right.
and all that.
and in the event that Pastor won't, Kim did get a confirmation. Pastor did say it was $40 for palms, not pines.
So-
Kim's gonna negotiate with them, say we got a bid for 22, we do it for 22, and it's up to them. If they say no, then we'll go to Ryan's and let Ryan's do it.
Do you wanna make that as a motion before you close the meeting, that if he won't negotiate down to that, then you go with Ryan, so we don't have to wait on
Yeah,
the
okay,
palms?
yeah.
So then we're gonna use the twosome, we'll use Ryan
If-
for
if-
one thing and use
if
Ryan
He
for the
won't
oaks.
do it for that, then we go
If
to Ryan,
Pastor
we don't
will
have to
not
wait.
do it for the $22, we'll go to Ryan's, who is our lawn company, and have them do it for the
But it
$22.
would be maybe that he did the contract considering he's gonna get both, maybe he won't do just the oaks for 40.
He can, again, we
He
talked
can,
about that.
he will.
You can call up Kim's office and say, I need my palm tree trimmed,
Okay.
and they'll trim it for the
There's a
22.
dozen guys out there that'll do it for $20.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that a motion?
Yes, that's a motion.
Second.
And any discussion? All in favor?
Yep.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, and who's ever doing the social committee, just a note, some people do work still. I wish, I could be retired, but unfortunately not. My wife and I work, some other people on the block work. If we can do these social things that you're gonna have in the common ground on Saturday or Sunday, so, you know, you can include the people who do work.
Yeah.
I mean, just for the next time?
That's no problem at all.
Okay.
No problem. That's,
Yeah, that's,
yeah, we can work that out. I mean,
plus you also have to understand, a lot of these things that we do, we start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
and they go late.
We're out there at 8 and 9 o'clock with the fire pit, still out there talking and having,
Well,
It's
the
all
other
the
thing-
Drinking
beer
our
for you at 5
margaritas,
o'clock.
so-
Yeah, but, you know, my wife comes home from Pasco County Water Authority
Gotta
at
bring plenty of
7:30.
beer.
Bad guy.
Sometimes
He's
work
bad.
till 7,
He
8,
is.
9 o'clock
I
at night.
no, we can do some things on Saturdays.
Yeah, we can do
Because
that.
every day is Saturday for you.
It is.
Yes, it
And
is.
it's great. What's the weekend? Every day. Anything else?
Did you
Yeah.
wanna set up a
Are
meeting?
dead bushes the homeowner's responsibility, or is that,
Yes.
okay?
And if you're gonna be replacing a bush, it's an exterior change,
You gotta
Well, it's not
replace
me,
It's
but
there. It isn't.
okay?
It used to be.
it. They have to.
I'm always cautious because,
Yeah. If you're changing, adding, taking away.
well, you're
yeah,
changing
if
because you're changing
I'm
from
saying-
dead to alive.
Well, no, replacements in the same place and the right kind, they
Okay.
have said to us in the past that it's not a change.
But how nitty gritty does that become?
Very,
Because I change my flowers every year. If the flowers aren't in that, are they?
No, I
There
don't.
were never flowers
You know what?
planted there when I
That's-
moved
Probably
in.
I know
shrubs.
my opinion.
Then
but
it's,
I would
then
probably-
let us know the procedure.
And we're in the process of sinkhole settlement. So once I get my landscaping bid from, I have to have that all approved
Yes.
before I can,
absolutely.
and I have to have
You
it
do?
approved by Crest first, and then go to.
You'll get your form up
Get
here,
your
or you can get it off the internet, and then you will take your submission. And remember, one submission per form.
And you get 2 copies.
You cannot sit up there and go, I wanna paint my house this color, I wanna add these bushes, and I wanna do this all in one form. They will reject the form.
I think when you're dealing with a sinkhole, it's not, I don't think there's a different application for that.
I was liaisons for the Architectural Control Committee last year for the main board,
Yeah,
and they are nitty gritty, single items per.
Really?
The woman who bought the, Dorothy Truell's house, the first house on the right-hand side, she did all sorts of upgrades, and then she wanted to make she bought another house in here. She moved into that house and she wanted to make changes, and she says, well, I put them all in this one form, you can't do it. And I had to take her down to the office and get forms and help her fill out with individual items per form. They only approve individual items per form, and we'll kick it back at you.
Well, okay, but I have to have everything approved firstly by Pine Crest.
Correct.
And then Heritage Pine Crest.
Okay.
What?
Where's
Okay.
Barbara? I like your
Like
dinner.
this sometimes. Anyway, let's look towards the end of May.
I'm having pizza.
Okay.
May? Okay.
Yeah. Kim, what day were, you have your schedule, so,
Okay, I can tell you Tuesdays are terrible days to get rooms in this place. You either have to have it early, or, later. Tuesdays are just bad. By May, it may not be too
Even
bad,
for
but
short stay?
Tuesdays are usually the worst day to get rooms in here.
Village 19.
What's wrong with this 21st down here?
You pick whatever, I mean, I'm,
20
whatever.
May
You
the
wanna do
21st?
Yeah, you're gonna have.
Yeah,
everything
mine's
out.
wide open,
at
so.
1 o'clock. This is a tentative date. We'll have to confirm with Heritage Pines that we can get a room.
Yeah, that's what I say, I'm, here, let's throw a dart at it. That's,
Yeah.
what's funny is every meeting on here is a Heritage Pines meeting of mine, in May.
Okay.
I have nobody else
Good.
meeting.
So Pinecrest Village,
What
the
is it?
May the 21st.
I mean,
And as soon as I have the room,
Yeah, we're
I'll
getting rid of
email
the
you.
garage.
Okay.
We should be good. We'll probably be in here again,
Oh, no, what a day for
because this was the only room available this time.
Dennis, how does 1 p.m. work for you? Or would
Yeah,
you,
it's fine,
Is
as
it
long as
okay?
I know a week or so in advance.
or would you rather do a little bit later in the afternoon?
No, one is fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right, 1 o'clock. Okay. I don't want anybody kill themselves getting out of bed. And that will do it.
That was easy.
Okay. There is, by rule, there is no motion to adjourn. I'm adjourning the meeting. It is now 2:17. Have a great day. Thank you for attending. YouTube people, see ya.
And Bart, you're gonna make Hollywood.
You're doing a good job.